What's going on, 2U? Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gents. So today's little video, we're gonna try to make these 315s fit, man. You guys saw that we had them in the last video, but I hadn't even Call of Duty's had double XP and double weapon XP. So you know, hey, I had to go back to my old roots, man. hey, dropping 40, 50 plus kill games. I had to go back to my old ways. Now I'm saying, had to take a break from the Apex. Hope you guys enjoyed that stream the other day, and happy Thanksgiving to all of y'all, because I didn't make a post, I didn't say anything during then. So I hope you guys had a a wonderful Thanksgiving and found something to be thankful for. I'm thankful for this nice little fat thing out here in this garage, and today we're gonna spend some time with her, trying to get these 315s to fit. So switch the camera around. Okie dokie. So I played around with the camera real quick, and look at that. Boop! I forgot I had a wide lens, so I don't have things just freaking 2 feet from me. The reason I have the garage door closed to allow more light in is because I'm running an experiment with my heater over there. Obviously it's not, a garage heater, but I want to see how effective that one is at heating up the garage. Let's get to today's video. As mentioned before, we're going to do this little experiment. So the 315s don't fit without rubbing. I've already hopped up under there and checked it out, and it's a tight fit. So we're gonna try this because I've read somewhere, and I remember buying these a while back, and I could not for the life of me remember why the hell did I run these. And this actually might have been for the front. I'm gonna try these on the rear to see how much clearance they give me in the rear. They're only 5mm, so nothing serious, nothing crazy. And I could just get longer wheel studs, but then I gotta take the rotor off, the brakes off, and pop in the wheels. I don't know, man. It seems like a simple, but we're gonna try some easier methods, and then of course the tried and true method, which is gonna be that guy over there. Yep, we're gonna use the hammer today on the car. So for those of you who don't know, I know a lot of you already do, but for those of you who don't know, in order to get the 315s to fit, we gotta cut a bunch of crap out, a bunch of the plastic out, and we gotta beat the metal in. There's a hump in there that I'm going to show you guys when we get the wheel off. There's a hump in there, and that hump must be beat in on both sides, of course, to get them both to fit. The hump has to be beat in, and all that plastic in there has to be cut off. And then there's a wire somewhere that has to be rerouted, or not rerouted, but tucked away, zip tied, if it hits. If it doesn't, then we're good to go. But so we're going to try the easier method first. We're going to try with just these and see if it does anything. I doubt it will, but because they're only 5mm, and we'll see. So we're gonna try the spacers first for simpler methods, and make sure we have enough threads on on the bolts. And if that doesn't work, then we'll resort to more archaic methods. But if these do work, sorta, then we might just run a combination of both, so I don't have to take as much plastic out or beat as much as I would without the spacers. So let's get this tire off and let's jump right into it. Enough rambling on. One hand, spacer on, and yeah, let's go ahead and see how much we rub so we can see how much we need to take out. Stop moving, please. Thank you. Lower it down just a tad, not all the way. You saw the wheel go in a little bit. So that's completely down. Damn, it looks good, but let's go ahead and alright, so that's with the 5mm spacer up there, and all of the rubbing is taking place right here. Let me just stick. So when I still had it jacked up a little bit, yeah, this is clear. This is clear. Like, it's close. Let's see if I can get you guys. It's close right here, but as you can see, I can still run my hand back there just fine. I might just cut it off just to be, safe. It's close, but it's not hitting. All back there is good. All back there is good. It's damn close, but so looks like this front is it's gonna be the hardest part for us. It's all this right here. It is on there. Yeah, that's a tough one. So I guess let's jack it back up, try without the spacer, because it's not rubbing as much as I thought it was. If it's only making contact with the front, I don't have a problem with that. The front seems to be mostly plastic, so I'll cut all that off and hammer what I need to. But the rest of it, it was so much space back there, I don't even think the 5mm spacer would help do anything. So it's just putting more stress on those bolts. And given it is just a 5mm, but why run it if it's not, you know, doing anything extra? I can see if it was like a bigger spacer and it actually, you know, cleared enough, and actually helped out. But with it only being 5mm, it's definitely not doing anything on the back side of it. But it's definitely, if it's already touching up front, then is it really helping at all, you know? Well, why run it if it's still going to touch up here? So if I got to cut this anyway, there's no reason to even run it. So there's definitely more than 5mm of space in the back side. So let's go ahead and pop the spacer off and see how much we have with the without the spacer. Okay, no spacer. Only threw about 3 bolts in. So let's go ahead and lower it down and see how much we got now. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You can hear it rubbing in there. So let's put it all the way down. Okie dokie. So now we got a better picture. So here's where it's been rubbing at. You can actually see it. This is where all the rubbing was taking place. So this is gonna need to come out. I would say I'll probably start here, come around, make sure. I'll probably just go boop boop down like that. Make sure this is all taken out, because all this was good. It was just, you see where it was right here. This is where all the rubbing was taking place. And back here, nothing really back here. It's pretty flimsy. This was the closest part, so I'll probably just trim, I don't know, maybe here to here. That should be good enough, but that should be it. So this is gonna be, I'm pretty sure there's a metal hump back here. So I'll pop these pins out, get that metal hump out, or trim this plastic like you guys see right here. And yeah, that should be our rubbing problems, because everything else was clear. So not as bad as I thought, 100%. I thought it was gonna be way worse, but nah. So let's go ahead and pop these rivets out and let's start the mayhem. Start cutting. Grab the hammer. It's time to start. I think I need some EPs. This is quite loud. Give me my zones. Time to go back in and work. Let's start further back. So that was the closest part. Oh boy, I'm getting old, man. So, gotta trim this guy here a little bit and find a way to get that beat in some more. This little piece right here, it's gotta go. All right, let's get to it, I guess. More beating. see if I can get you guys under there with me. Let's turn the gimbal off real quick. Slide up under here. Oh man, that's not the closest of closest margins. All right. So I think we're clear. So it's not rubbing while it's up. So you guys see that? Oof. So I'm gonna lower it down, snug it down, lower it down, and then see how much we're rubbing then. All right. So that's the finished product. And that's the back part. That's how much I had to take out. Just here, up. Everything else is good up at top. And over here, this is where, whew. So you had to cut all that out. It's a good chunk. We had to beat this in quite a bit. As you can see, it's pretty beat up. And then down here. Now obviously if you stick with the normal size of the 305 45 17s, you won't have to worry about a thing. There's no rubbing, no issues at all. Whether I had the race stars or these forged stars, they fit just fine. Now with the 315 50 17s, which is what we have here, you're gonna rub. And this is what you're gonna need to do if you're gonna rub, if you rub. So without a spacer, this is how much I needed to beat the thing in. So it's quite a chunk. As you can see, took a lot of elbow grease. And now I need to put on some gloves because my little hands hurt. That's the first side down. I'm gonna throw this tire back on, double check it, or triple check, quadruple check one more damn time, and then we're gonna hop over to the other side. Probably won't record too much of that because you guys saw how much of a painstaking process this was. And I mean, it's just hammering on stuff. It's really nothing too special about that. But I'll record a little bit for you guys just in case I run into some unexpected issue on the other side. So I'll record a little bit. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Cut what rubs and beat in what you can't cut. That's really it. So there she is, folks. No rubbing. All right, let's do the same thing on the other side. Jesus. Okay, so right off the bat, the only difference that I see from, or a couple of differences that I see from the other side is, instead of that little cable that we had to zip tie away, we got this guy right here, and that looks pretty in place. I don't see a way we can possibly reroute that. So, but it's not sticking out further than the shop, so I don't see a reason that we should be hitting that. You know what I'm saying? That's way over here's the shop. You know, that's way back there. So I'll try to leave this intact. We shouldn't run into issues, and even if we do, it's just plastic. So if it rubs, that's not too big of a deal. Over the other side, this area right here is the trouble area. For some reason, it looks like it's further in than the other side, and we're gonna have to worry about that part down here. The back side looks pretty simple as well. Just up, just take out about that much right there, and we should be good to go. So let's jump right into it. this little guy right here, I remember reading about this making contact and being in the way and people having to take it out and reroute it, but I don't know how the hell I'm gonna do that. Maybe I could take these rivets out and just move it up. It's the only thing I could think of. It seems like it should be loose enough. Just take it out, move it up a little bit, and we should be good to go there. But I remember reading about this wire making contact with the wheel, with the tire, and good things not happening. So, but that plastic was making contact, or I wouldn't say it was making contact, but it was damn close. So I'm just gonna take this out, or pull these out, try to find a way to move it up, because I don't want to find out what happens if the wheel rubs through that. Alrighty, too, you see we got the garage open. My battery is running low, so we're gonna have to hurry up and jump through this last little bit of video. Alright, so my wire is tucked away. It's behind this little metal piece right here, taped in there, as good as it's gonna be for now. And yeah, I really don't see any other way that we could possibly reroute this. Like, it has to get plugged into this little module right here, and I don't see any way that can get rerouted. We shouldn't hit it. I don't see a reason the tire should go that damn far. If it's not hitting this, then it shouldn't touch that. But just in case, it's tucked away, and with those little brackets that stuck out just that little bit more, I think taking the brackets out was the smarter move this time around. Now the tape might be a little janky until we get something that can secure the wire to this right here. But other than that, we should be good to go as far as this wire goes. So let's go ahead and throw this tire on there for one last fit test. I think we should be good after that. I don't see the tire hitting anything else. Like, everything past here, past the freaking shock, if it's not touching the shock, then anything past that shouldn't touch. But that's where the problem was, and as you can see, it's been taken care of. So let's go ahead, let's get this damn wheel on, and let's finally get her down and see how it works. I think I might have been worried about nothing, and I might have moved that wire for nothing. That is plenty of space. If we hit that, then I don't know, we deserved it. That's plenty of space, but this is before the suspension is compressed, so let's take another look at it after the suspension's after we get the tire on all the way and the suspension compressed. Alrighty, tube view, so there she sits. Wheels are on, wheels are torqued, and we have no rubbing on either side. Oh no, not too bad of a modification. Something that might not be what everyone is into. So if you're not into beating on your $60,000 car, then I suggest you just get some 305 45 17s versus the 315 50 17s, or you can get the longer wheel studs and run a spacer with those. You can try that, but I think this is a safer option. So let's take her out for a spin real quick now that we got her all torqued down and tightened down and everything buttoned up, and we'll do one more look over to make sure we're not rubbing and make sure the tires are good to go. And I gotta say, man, that fat wheel out back, that's a good, oh man, that looks delicious. God damn, that is some meat back there. That looks, damn girl, we're good. So grab the key real quick, fire this thing up, and let's take it around the block. Alright, tube view, so right off the bat, the tires are super sticky. I'm just rolling down the street and all I hear is the rocks and stuff kicking up, but that's good that we hear only rocks kicking up and not freaking plastic and everything else tearing up back there. So that's good. Feels normal. Now, my battery's running low, that's why I had to open the garage, so I don't have enough time to get like some pulls and stuff like that, but we're just gonna run out here, like I said, loop around the block. Oh, somebody just got pulled over. Damn, that's tough. Let me pull down here. There's cops over there, so I'll go this way. And the car's not warmed up anyway, so I'm not gonna be, beating on it crazy. Trans temp is only 82 degrees. Yeah, that's just asking for trouble. So I'm just cruising around. Gonna loop around real quick, snap a couple of pics. But as far as that goes, I don't think we got any issues with the spinning, man. Or spinning. Yeah. Taking a couple of turns just to make sure. But it doesn't sound like it. Sounds like we should be good. Damn. Alrighty, let's hop out. Do one more look over. Just grab my hand up in there. Yep, still plenty of room. Give me my hand. So the best way is gonna do this is just hop down and let you guys see. So you can see there's no rubbing there and there's no rubbing there. So we should be good to go. The ashy stuff you guys see on the tire is from my dirty ass garage floor. If it was rubbing, you can definitely tell. There will be marks and stuff and just chunks taken out if it was rubbing. You could definitely tell. But as you can see, we've got no rubbing. Oh man, I'm excited. I'm excited to get you guys a full 0 to 60 and a draggy pass, man. 60 to 130 with the new Mickeys, man. I'm excited in the mug. Alright, so you see, that's today's little modification, man. We got in there, we got the 315/50s to fit, and I'm excited, man. I'm excited again. It's good having the power, but if you can't use it, then you know what good is it? So having these Mickeys back up there and having some meat under the freaking car, this should be real good. This should be real good. I can't wait to get out there and break an axle or something because they're so freaking the traction is going to be ridiculous. So next up, the next modification has to be a diff brace before we hit the track. We got the Mickeys up there. I'm going to go here, charge this phone, charge the draggy up, and hopefully maybe today or tomorrow we'll get out there and get you guys a draggy time, and we can finally get to see what these things do. The car's still pretty cold and everything's dead anyway, so I'm not going to even bother trying to go out there and get you guys a draggy run just for something to die, and then I can't. And I'll be like, oh, well, that was useless. You guys found this video helpful. If you're looking at the 315/50 17s, now you know how much you need to cut. Now you know where you need to, hammer out. And you know if this is something that you want to do or you don't. This is the route that I chose just because I felt it would be the simplest route. I got a hammer. I had some shears, so we can just cut and hammer away. That's easy for me. Messing stuff up is easy. So that's why I went this route. And if you choose to go this route, now you know where you need to hit if you have a Charger. Challengers, I think, are a little different. Don't quote me. But as far as Chargers go, now you know where you need to hit, and now you know any other problems that you may run into along the way. So if you like this video, if you found it helpful in any way, leave a thumbs up. If it's your first time stopping by, like, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you guys get a notification when these videos go up. So go to the Instagram channel at low376slow, all one word. I'll put it down in the description, man. Until next time, tube you, I'm out. Peace. But before I let you go, just take one more look. Man, look at the meats. That's a good looking combo right there, man. I can't wait to freaking get it out here and get you guys that draggy time. But for real, enough rambling. I'm out, tube you. Peace.